Welcome to another cracking edition of the BFNL Netball Show. My name's Yeendy, always excited to be with you. I'm here with Kim Bailey, the netball star. Thanks so much for joining us again this week.
Don't know about a netball star, that's way past my time now, I think. But we've got a bit of a studio audience here today, so a couple of work experience students and Grace in the background heckling us. So that's it should make for a good show.
Yeah, I think it's we should get a few more cheers going. But well, anyway, we are not alive. They don't get paid enough to do that. But let's look at the latest games of the BFNL Netball A grade action from last week, and one of the big games of the weekend was Lake Windaree 50 defeating Bacchus Marsh 46.
Yeah, we said this would be a little bit closer than what some people expected, and it was a good game. And Bacchus have been playing some really good netball lately. Again, Cully England's been playing really well through the mid-court. Susan Watson, again, has played really well, and she shot 33 from 43 at 77%. So, you know, her workload's right up. And Maddie Hodgson, I think, most probably had a really good game too. She's been really consistent, 13 from 16 at 82%. So, yeah, some good signs there. Mike will be really, really pleased with that. Chrissy James for Lakers has been playing really well and combining well with Sarah Hepburn. But Ali Brewer is one of our young kids who's been was playing for Sovereigns 19s and now has stepped into the A grade team from playing 19s last year, and she's an absolute superstar. She's just a runner and doing some really good work in wing attack.
Fantastic, and it was a tight game earlier on. Lake Windaree led by a goal at quarter time. And then the margin started to go around the 7 or 8 goal margin, and the Marsh were able to peg it back a little bit late.
Yeah, had a huge last quarter, Bacchus Marsh. I think it was a 17 to 13 last quarter, and they did pull it back. So if they hadn't let it get out, most probably in the second quarter, that's where they lost it. Most probably got to have that consistency through. If you in a 60-minute game, you try and average around 14 to 15 goals a quarter, and they missed that on a couple of times. So anything over that's good, but that's the pressure that Kelly Berry played. And good to see Mel Allen back on the court too. Said to me she wasn't going to play, and she's hit out there 5 from 6 at 84%. So I think she only played a quarter. So welcome back, Mel. It's great to have you back in our league.
Fantastic, and it was a game that could have gone either way because should Bacchus Marsh won, they would have been on equal points with Lake Windaree as well. So now there's a 2-game buffer between the two sides. Another game, given how strongly this team had started and looked almost invincible until a few weeks ago, but Sebastopol dropping a game to East Point by 3 goals in a really good game. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, I saw the second half of this game, and when I got there, it was even. It was a really great game of netball, some great skills on display. Lauren Dew was off in the third quarter when I got there, and the ball movement around, I think they might have put Beth Smith might have popped up there. No, sorry, Kylie Bridges popped into goals in that third quarter. And it was just 2 different goalers in there with Emma compared to what Loz normally is. But Sebas were really strong in that third quarter in particular, and I was really impressed with Chelsea Castle, her drive down the court, and virtually dominated that position. The change did come when Lauren Dew come back into goal attack in the last quarter, and the East Point team was a little bit settled, the more what they're used to, but really good ball movement. The 2 Can girls shot exceptionally well, 83 and 84%, so 83 for Georgia and 84 for Adriana. And you just look at East, they were down a little bit in their shooting percentages. So if they had to hit some more goals, it might have been a bigger margin. But it was a really good game. 2 teams really evenly matched. Nikki Allen had a really good game as well for Sebas, and they've got lots of depth all over the court, and so has East. So yeah, good game, and it just shows that top 6 on any day can beat anyone, I think.
Yeah, it seems to show that way at the moment. Should we be a little bit concerned about Sebas? They had expectations on them were quite high, and then I think they've lost 2 of the past 3 games, or is it just?
No, I don't think so.
Considering the improvement, I guess they've shown this year.
Yeah, look, they were a good team last year. There's no doubt in that. But I think they're a better team this year, and it was just a pressure game. And
scores are level at 3/4 time.
Yeah, look, it was a really even game right through. So, Sebas actually had to come back. They were leading. East were leading most of the game, so maybe they just need to get those jump out of the straight away and just get there out of the blocks and just take teams by the throat straight away and say, we're here. This is what we're going to do. We're going to smash you in the first quarter. And that's what any team wants to do. So they most probably just need to get that consistency again across 4 quarters. But no, look, both teams are really impressive. I've seen East now 2 weeks in a row, and maybe they're a different lineup from what they were last year, but they're still an impressive unit.
Certainly a good team, considering on the back of their grand final effort last year. The other games we had Sunbury 27 goals, too good for Ballarat. They seem to be just doing everything they can at the moment, Sunbury?
Yeah, they're just cruising along. They had a few players out. I know they had Amanda Cusack come up from B grade, Kelly Wood come back into the team, so they had a different team in this week, and because we had BFNL matches, so I think Chloe Curran didn't play, and a couple of the other girls that were heading down to Gippsland and had to play the next day. So they had but they did a great job in that. Their depth is so big. I'm really disappointed in Ballarat, to tell you the truth, and so would they. Kelly Moran played again, I think. We saw some great progress from them for the last couple of seasons. They just seem to take that step back at the minute. So hopefully Gaz can go and get them back on track.
Well, we're at the halfway point of the season. No doubt they'll be keen to get some wins on the board after they've seen most of the sides already. We have North Ballarat City too strong for Melton by 43 goals.
Yeah, look, and I think Melton, we know they're struggling at the moment, but North really needed to get this win. A couple of surprise losses, most probably we could say. Be interested to see how they go this week with Sasha McDonald. She played half this week in the Sovereigns, so we'll see if she steps back onto the court. But again, that's another team that's on the rebound.
Yep, that's exactly right. And Redan, big winners over Melton South, but considering who the Panthers had out, we called this last week, we weren't surprised that this was going to go the way it did.
Look,
maybe the margin, but
Beck didn't play, but I still don't think she can make up 58 goals. They were awesome. I saw almost probably, I think, a quarter and a half of this game, and ball movement. It's a good unit. I think, they're most probably the team that's matched up best against Sunbury.
Well, I did have the draw with them fairly recently.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I think they're sitting 7th, so they're not even in the top 6 at the moment. That's how even the competition is. As I said, any team can beat anyone on any given day, but South's really struggled. They had lots of kids in this week as well. I think they'd be a little bit disappointed in their performance. But yeah, Redan were on a mission. Liv Jorgensen shot amazingly as well. So yeah, she's a young kid. I think she's helping out playing for BFL at Association Champs this week as well. So good effort for her.
Certainly top-notch stuff. As we look to one of the big highlights of the show, which I know players are itching to find out week in, week out whether they've been selected, it is a Stockland Windaree Player of the Week. We've got a few stars to catch up on.
Yep.
Talk us through who's going shopping.
Again, been a bit slack, but anyway, we've got them ready. And Chrissy James is the round 6 winner from Lake Windaree. Had a really good game, and she's had a good season, and she's always a high performer. She just moves that ball around seamlessly, and she can go between both attack and defence. So congratulations, Chrissy, your voucher's on your way. And for round 7, this girl has just been awesome and has been leading the front for Redan, and that's Ruby Parry. For round 7, when they had the draw against Sunbury, she just dominated and was really hard to stop, and it's working really well with Liv Jorgensen. I think Kate McMahon's found a really nice combination there, so congratulations, Ruby. And round 8 comes from a losing team this week, but they only just lost, and that's Chelsea Castle from Sabas. I was really impressed with this girl. She extremely strong, great rebounder, and she just drives through that middle channel and is that linkage from Sabas's attack and defence. And they'll need to keep her to have a chance of winning, I think, because she's a quality player.
She certainly is. And hopefully they can sort of turn things around after last week's loss. And of course, great to have the support of Stockland Windaree as well. I drove past there the other day and just impressed with all that's on offer there, Kim. So it's a great place to go shopping and spend a few dollars. Spend the afternoon.
Grab some lunch, yeah.
It's a shame we don't get to do that every day here at AFL Goldfields. It's looking fantastic as we look ahead to this week's games. We've only got the 4. We did have one game played back on round 9 at the start of the year. It was Melton South. They did get the 4 points over Melton to start the year. But we've got a big game to start off with. It is Darley versus Ballarat. We've got 9th versus 10th, and both teams need a win here. Yeah,
really interesting game. Darley had the bye, so they've had a break coming off the rest.
And they get the 4 points too, which is handy.
Yeah. I've tried to support Ballarat as much as I can because I think they've got the quality players on there. But Darley have been playing some good netball. Renee Hulls has got them in a great spot. And I'm actually going to go for Darley this week.
I'm gonna jump on the Ballarat bandwagon. I think they've got a lot to improve on from previous performances. They did face a red-hot Sunbury who were keen to bounce back from that draw to Redan the previous week. So I feel for them. They faced a team that was very hungry. So
Darley at home, they're always strong at home.
They are, but I think Ballarat, come on,
Okay,
got to come through with the goods. They've got to register their second win of the season. Then we've got East Point versus Bacchus Marsh. We've got Bacchus Marsh still. They're probably a couple of games outside the 6 at the moment. East Point, they are doing all the right things. A win here could put them as high as second once this round finishes.
Yeah, I'm going East. As I said, I've seen them over the last couple of weeks and been really impressed with their ball movement. It's nice and fast, and they turn and let the ball go. They turn and release. So Backers have been roundabout, but I just think there's some quality players. I know Lauren Dew is still back, is not 100%, so hopefully she'll be okay. But there'll be some good matchups there, but I just think East are too strong at the moment.
I'd like to try and go against it this time, given the Bacchus Marsh did go down only by 4 goals last week, but East Point, they're pushing up to that top 3 bracket. I think they're going to be take some beating here, which is going to be good for them. Then we've got Sebastopol versus Redan.
Yeah, it's one of the games of the round, I think. Redan really need to win this. If they do, I think they might slip into the 6, so they need to get in there. It'd be nice for them to try and go forward from here and get that double chance. Pretty good matchups everywhere. Emma Inverarity has been playing really well, and Ruby Parry. So I'm really looking forward to the matchup between Ruby Parry and Chelsea Castle. I think that'll be really a great contest to watch. And they're both similar style players, really. So speed's most probably not their asset; it's their smarts on the court. So I think it'll be a great contest. Which way to go? You go first, Chris.
I will go. I'll go Sebas. I think they're going to. I'm on their bandwagon this year. I think they're going to need to bounce back from that lost East Point on the weekend.
Yeah, I think they do, but Redan's just been so strong. They just systematically deconstructed Mountain South the other day. I'm going to go Mountain South. Oh, sorry, not Mountain South.
Yeah, Redan. The final game, unfortunately, the previous game we just discussed couldn't be matched around because when you've got the top 2 sides of the competition going head to head, we've got Sunbury playing host to North Ballarat City.
Yeah, and they've had some great contests over the years too. And as I said, it'd be great to see whether Sash does take the court this week, because I think she's the key. But young Maddie Salmon's still been playing awesomely and come and had a great game. I think she might even line up again. She's a bottom age 17 kid who's doing really well. Monique Clark from Sunbury's been playing extremely well, had a cracker of a game, and Taryn Munro through the mid-court's also been doing a truckload of work. Home ground, I'm going Sunbury.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Sunbury as well. And an interesting thing is, if the way results could pan out, you've got North Ballarat City doing all right in second position, but Sebas and East Point, they've got winnable games. Sunbury wins. We've got North Ballarat City. They could slip straight into after 4th position. And that's going to make things very interesting. And Lake Windaree have got the bye. Yeah. Look out. They'll be sitting on equal points.
Yeah, it's getting to a really interesting part of the season, so where we could see the ladders change. Just while we're here, just good luck to all our teams competing at the Association Champs on Sunday, and under 13s and under 15s who won the Western Association Champs go to the grand final day. So that's on Sunday at State Netball Hockey Centre, and Annie McCartan will be taking down our senior team as well. So congratulations to all the girls for competing, and we'll bring you the results next week.
Terrific. Thanks so much for joining us again this week, Kim, and we look forward to catching up with everyone next week.
No worries.